Fasten your seatbelt to continue. Right, put this down here. Seatbelts on. Click here to start ride. It says car kind of pulled out in front of us and my car responded. There's a car on the sidewalk. That's something you don't see every day. And my car just went right by it like it was a normal thing. Okay. We're here because Tesla has just launched a Robotaxi service, which means no driver, but you can hail it just like you would an Uber or Lyft, and it'll take you wherever you want to go. But as they're just launched it, it's only in this area north of the airport. Doesn't go to the airport, doesn't go to any of the theme parks yet. We thought we'd test it out just to see how it does for when they do expand to the theme parks. So let's see how we do here. All right, first thing that comes up tells us that they're going to have in-camera analytics and sound detection. I accept that, and then I ask it where I want to go to. There I am in the coverage area. I'm going to try to go to a Target. It says a ride can arrive in 3 minutes. So we're going to have it take us to Walmart, which is 2.5 miles away. So the ride will be here in pickup. I can edit it. Looks like it's about right where I'm at, so I'm going to leave that there. And it said it'd be $13.13. So let's book the ride. Okay, ride is 2 minutes away. So now we're going to just keep an eye out for it and watch it here in the app. Just like an Uber or Lyft, it tells me the license plate number so I can be sure I got the right car. And it should say, it should be a Model Y with the name Robotaxi on the side. I'm walking towards where it says the pickup area is. It's coming down this street now. I'm trying to find it. Let's see if it's over here. Oh, there it is. All right. And we have it, Robotaxi. And let's double check the license plate. FMW J98. Getting in. Here we go. Welcome, Matt. Fasten your seatbelt to continue. Right, put this down here. Seatbelts on. Click here to start ride. It says start ride here. There we go, arriving in 13 minutes. Looks like it's just going straight down the street. Stop for the pedestrian up ahead. Off we go. I got a screen back here in the back, and there's one up the front arriving in 13 minutes at 11:27 a.m. Nice comfortable ride. I got air conditioning back here I can adjust. Tap on the air conditioning controls, you can move them up or down on either side. You can also play music here. You got Apple Music, Apple Podcasts, TuneIn, Spotify. You can play games in the arcade. You got YouTube Music, Amazon Music, Disney Plus, and Hulu. So you can watch any of those if you'd like. We're just going to stay silent for now. And if you look on your phone, you can also see, whoops, let me say allow live actions. And it says 12 minutes away, be there 11:27, same thing we see on the screen. The seats are pushed up enough that I got plenty of leg room here. There's storage in the back you can use as well. Very similar to a Waymo. If you've ever tried one of those, we have a full video on Waymo taking me to SeaWorld, because they do go to some of the theme parks right now. And I also have a video interview while we're riding in a Waymo with one of the Waymo representatives in downtown Orlando. So like I said, Tesla right now only goes to this area right above the airport. But they have in the past, when they've started in a new city, expanded pretty quickly. So hopefully they'll expand to the theme park areas and the tourist areas pretty soon. There's also an edit destination button here. So if you decide you don't want to go here, you want to go somewhere different, you can change it in the middle of your ride. We got a long straightaway here, so I'm going to move the camera up here to get you a little better view. There's also a support button on the screen in the back and the front that you can push if you need to talk to someone from Tesla. Say the car does something silly, it is in testing. For some reason it got stuck or started going a route that you thought was completely out of the way, you could click to speak with support and they can help you from there. The cost on Robotaxis and Waymos is about the same as an Uber or Lyft, but you save money because you don't have anyone to tip. I'm not going to tip the visible driver up front. There's also a pull over button on both screens. So if for some reason you need to pull over right away, you just hit pull over and it'll stop and let you out. I don't know how that affects your price or your final destination. I'm not going to test that out right now because I'm not sure if that's supposed to be like an emergency thing or just you change your mind, you want to get out for whatever reason. Now while the Tesla Robotaxi is in testing, first launch, there are maybe busy times when there's not enough Robotaxis to go around for you to call one, but so far I had no trouble this morning, came right away, first try. Also, if you want to try out a Tesla Robotaxi, there's you don't download the Tesla app. There's a specific Robotaxi app that you download, and that's what you'll use. Just holding onto the camera here so it doesn't fall over as we make the turn. Got another straightaway until we hit Walmart. And then we'll do a little shopping and then we'll attempt to get a ride back to original location where I parked my Tesla. I will say I own a Tesla and it drives me everywhere. Just like the car's driving now, personal Teslas can do this as well, but they do require right now that if you have a personal Tesla and you're doing the self-driving, you have to sit in the passenger, you have to sit in the driver's seat. You don't have to do anything, you just have to be alert and watch what's going on. So you would be able to take over at any time if it did do something wrong. I haven't had mine in the past couple of years do any kind of safety issues. And once in a while we'll make a weird navigation issue, or to try to park in a parking spot I don't want and I'll take over and drive. But there's none of those issues have been safety issues for me, at least. I haven't heard of too many, or other people having them as well. You can see we're coming up to Dixie Bell Road. Dixie Belle Drive. And the car is waiting for the red light. Here we are at Walmart. See where it drops us off at. It should be in front. It's telling me make sure to gather your belongings. And we're not right in front of the place, but we're close enough. We're pulling over here. And there we go. Please exit safely. I can open the trunk, or I can contact support, and it tells me how to open the door. Some people get confused about that on Teslas. So we're opening the door and we are exiting. There we go. Let's get a picture. Not sure how long it's going to sit here. It's kind of in the way, but it's got its flashers on to let people know. And there it goes. It's off to pick somebody else up or go back to the Tesla dealership or whatever it is going to do next. I'm not sure if they just drive around when somebody is waiting, while they're waiting for someone to call one, or it's just headed straight to another call. You can see it stopped for pedestrians crossing. Now it's waiting for cars to get out of the way. It's going to turn. All right, I'm in Walmart and I just checked the app and it asks, how was your ride? Tell us what we can improve, and then leave a tip. And of course, being Tesla, the tip options are 60.69 cents, 4.20, 4.20, or other. I'm going to leave no tip. I don't think this even works. Oh, I did. Oh, just kidding. So when you say you're tipping, you get this little hedgehog telling you you can't leave a tip. Just joking. But the ride was great, nothing went wrong, so I'm going to submit that. And then it's set to take me back if I'd like. Alright, we're at Walmart ready to go back to our car. It's parked at Cracker Barrel. 2.7 miles away. Car can arrive in 4 minutes. $12.96, so a little bit less than last ride, however they figure that. Your ride is booked. FMWJ98.
Just to make sure I don't get fired. Yeah, we do want to make sure that you're over the age of 28. Allegedly.
So it's the same car that I took before, and it'll be here in 5 minutes. Alright, here comes my car. Robotaxi in the middle there, it says, in the front of me. There we go. And we're here. And we're going to put the seat back a little bit. I got to fasten my seatbelt before we go. Alright, we are all buckled in. We're going to Cracker Barrel, and it says we'll be there at 12:04. Start ride. There we go. Stopping at this stop sign, and then we're going to stop at this stop sign. And we are turning left, so might be a little challenge to turn left right here. There's some cars coming this way, but it looks like we're clear after these, after this one turns. And we're clear. off we go. Now, unlike Waymos, Teslas only rely on vision to determine where it's safe to drive and where it's not, and all the rules of the road. Waymos has all these things up on top of the car. You see them spinning, and things on the side of the car for LiDAR and other radar type things. But that's not on a Tesla. So when one of these drives by you, unless you notice that there's nobody in the driver's seat, you wouldn't even notice that it was a Robotaxi. Besides that, and the fact that it says Robotaxi on the side. So it's a lot less noticeable. People don't even realize there's a car driving next to them with nobody in the driver's seat. But with Waymo, they attract a lot more attention, which can be good or bad, I guess. Something I just noticed, because I own a Tesla, the car knows that, and it pulled up the podcast, the Attractions Magazine podcast that I was listening to in my car. So all your preferences from your car carry over to the Robotaxi if you own a Tesla. Other than the fact this is a Robotaxi, or being used as one, this is just a regular Tesla Model Y with the regular storage and cup holders that a normal Model Y would have. All the same, nothing has been outfitted differently except for the computer itself. Now this is a Tesla Robotaxi. Robotaxi is the service. You've also may have heard of Tesla Cybercabs. And those are those gold vehicles that have only a couple of doors, and they're small, little smaller. Those are specifically built by Tesla to be Robotaxis. They're not using any of them as Robotaxis yet. You may see some around Orlando or other cities driving around testing. You may even see a steering wheel on one of those, but they once they start running as Robotaxis, there'll be no steering wheel at all. And this will just be wide open seating for anybody who wants to take a Cybercab. I don't know, when you call a Robotaxi, if you can specifically ask for a Cybercab, if those are all get switched over and you won't be in the Model Ys anymore. That's all to be determined later once they get them. But they're pumping out Cybercabs. They've been spotted all around the United States, just none in the Robotaxi service yet. Here's a better look at some of the things you can do while you're in the car. So you can listen to music or watch Disney Plus or Netflix or YouTube, play games. Car kind of pulled out in front of us and my car responded. There's a car on the sidewalk. That's something you don't see every day. And my car just went right by it like it was a normal thing. Okay. You never know. And they've tested with all kind of data and tested all kind of weird scenarios with their Robotaxis of crazy things that could happen. All right, here we are at Cracker Barrel. Going up to Cracker Barrel. See where we stop here. Right in front. And please exit safely. Let's do that. All right, we made it. We're here at Cracker Barrel, and no problem, no issue with my ride there or the ride back. So no problems at all. It was a smooth ride, didn't do anything to scare me. The only thing that scared me was that car that drove on the sidewalk for some reason, but that wasn't Robotaxi's fault. So I recommend it. If you want to come, just try it out. Download the Robotaxi app and drive over just north of the airport anywhere, and that'll be in the right area. And then when they eventually will expand the area, and we'll be sure to let you know when they expand to the tourist areas and to the airport, hopefully. So just follow us at Attractions Magazine on all socials and YouTube.